Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. No music. Good morning. For those of you guys that are watching me for the Keenya Kelly Morning Show, thanks so much for watching. If you are catching this on the replay, thanks so much for watching on the replay. For those of you guys catching this on the replay on Periscope, thanks for watching. Make sure you tap your screen and give me some hearts on the replay. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this on Twitter, I'd appreciate it. If you're catching this on the replay on Facebook or YouTube, thanks for watching. You can always comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll comment back to you. For those of you guys that are watching this live, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thanks so much for watching live and for the hearts already this morning. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing this on Facebook, Periscope, and Twitter, I'm going to go ahead and share this myself. Give me just a minute or so. I got to share this. If you guys are not following me on all things social media, you can find me at pretty much Keenya Kelly everything. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Periscope, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, as well as on LinkedIn. So you guys can find out about me through those channels. So I'm sharing. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing this, I appreciate it so much. No music. We'll talk about the music in just a second. Facebook ain't playing around no more. So gotta make adjustments. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hang on, I'm still sharing. All right, hold on, I'm still sharing. Good morning, everybody. You guys wouldn't mind sharing this on Facebook, Periscope, and Twitter. I'd appreciate it. I'm almost done sharing. Now I've got to share on my Facebook pages. If you guys aren't following me on all other things social media, you can follow me on Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, as well as LinkedIn. And I'm on YouTube. You can look me up, Keenya Kelly 81 on YouTube. Pretty much all of my live broadcasts go from my phone to my YouTube channel. So if you've ever missed a live broadcast, you can always go to my YouTube channel, and everything is always updated on YouTube, okay? So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. We are here for the Keenya Kelly Morning Show. We are here every single morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern Time. If this is your first time joining me, go ahead and type hashtag new. If you've been here before, go ahead and type hashtag dope. That way I know you're part of my dope squad. But my name is Keenya Kelly. I'm a strategic brand advisor for If You Brand It, which is a branding and consulting firm here in Houston, Texas. I help entrepreneurs to get clear, get noticed, and get paid. And so anytime you join me on a live broadcast, you're going to hear me talk about branding, marketing, network marketing, and Jesus, because that's who I am. And so that's what I talk about. Now, I always introduce my cats. I've got 2 cats. I've got a 3-year-old named Maui, a 1-year-old named Faith. And then I always introduce my favorite stray cat. I feed about 9 of them. But I always talk about that stray cat because Jesus healed the cat. And I told Jesus if he healed him, I would tell everybody. So the cat showed up and his face was halfway torn off. And I cried out to Jesus and he healed him. Some months later, he showed up and he had some respiratory issues and Jesus healed him again. And so I always come on my live broadcast and introduce Miracle Kitty because, and I call her Miracle Kitty. And I do that because I believe that if Jesus can move in the life of a stray cat, then he can move in your situation. And so I want to give you some hope anytime you join me on a live broadcast, okay? And I promise God I will tell everybody. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing this on Facebook, Periscope, and Twitter, we are still in our 30-day push for 1,000 new followers on Periscope. We are far behind, but we do have at least 200 new followers, so welcome to all the new people. But this morning, I wanted to chat with you guys about, is your brand consistent, right? Is your brand consistent? Okay, so yesterday we talked about bootleg brands, right? And we were inspired by Nefertiti Robinson. She does not have a bootleg brand, but she was on her scope, which is one of my students in my mastermind, Live Stream to Millions. And I was like, why did she say that? She's one of my students, so she inspired yesterday's broadcast. But this morning, I want to chat with you guys about is your brand consistent, okay? Because I know one of the number one reasons why we start a business is that we want to make money, right? We want to make money, right? That's like the number one reason we start a business, typically. Now, listen, people say, oh, money is the root of all evil. That's not true. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil, okay? You can make a lot of money, but still not be, you could still make a lot of money and still be like all in Jesus's face. You see what I'm saying? Because you can be wealthy and you can help people. And then just because you have a lot of money doesn't make you bad. Okay? So we're going to talk about money. But is your brand consistent? Okay? So let's talk about that. I know that a lot of people don't quite understand branding, right? A lot of people just think that, oh, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to pick some beautiful colors. I'm going to get a logo, and that's my business. Well, there's a lot more to branding than just your colors. It's a lot more to branding than just your logo and your website. There's a lot to it. And one of the things you have to understand is that, of course, there's always a perception. When people see you and they see your brand, they feel certain things. They think certain things as soon as they see you, right? And as it pertains to your brand, you want to tell the general public what to say, feel, and think about you, okay? Now, what does that mean? Branding is what people say about you when you're not around, okay? Branding is what people say about you when you're not around, okay? So what I mean by that is that people are talking about you and they're talking about your brand, and sometimes you don't even know what they're saying. But you want to build a brand that, you have told people what to feel, think, and do as it pertains to your brand, okay? I'll give you an example. You know exactly what you think when you hear Chick-fil-A. You know exactly what to think when you hear Mercedes, right? When you think Lexus, you think Tesla, you think Nike, you think Reebok. You have a certain thing that you think. And some of it may be negative based upon your experiences, but for the most part, they have told you how to perceive their brand. And you may know this or not, but they have. Thanks for sharing. They have told you how to perceive their brand, right? So you think of Chevy. There's a certain thing you think of when you think of Chevy. When you think of Volvo, when you think of Honda, you think Toyota, you think certain things. But the only reason why you think it is because they created a brand and it's consistent. It doesn't change all over the place, right? So when you begin to build your brand, or you have this brand that you're building, you're online, you're doing all this stuff, one of the things that I always talk to people about is consistency. Now, let's just talk about social media handles for one, right? One of the things that I do with my clients is I explain to them, as soon as they begin to work with me, I explain that they need to go and get all the social media handles for their business. Even if they're not going to be on Snapchat initially, they still need to get all the social media channels. What does that mean? So, Keenya Kelly. If you go and look for Keenya Kelly on, what's going on over there? Sorry, my cats. You're going to find Keenya Kelly on all social media channels. It's everything. Keenya Kelly on Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere. It's all Keenya Kelly. Why is that? Because if somebody's on Snapchat and they start looking for me, I want them to find me and not have to figure out, what is her name going to be on here? No, they can go type in Keenya Kelly and they can find me, right? If they want to work with me one-on-one, I want them to find my website. Meaning, well, what's her website? I wonder if it's KenyaKelly.com. Boom, it is. It's KenyaKelly.com, right? So you can't be Renee Williams on Facebook and then you be Hopscotch Girl on Twitter. You hear what I'm saying? You can do that if you want to, but if you want to build a consistent brand, I highly recommend that you get your name, Renee Williams, on everything, right? Now, you may find that somebody already has your name, so you may want to consider, okay, what do I want my name to be on social media or whatever, right? Because you have to understand that people are looking for you, and so you want to make it very easy for them to find you. Let's see what's going on. You want it to be easy for them to find you when they come looking for you. Does that make sense, everybody? Now, if you guys haven't already shared this, I'd appreciate it if you guys share, okay? So you want to make it easy for people to find you. So when you're thinking about creating your business name, you have to think about, one, your social media channels, right? Number two, don't just build a business and create a name because it sounds good today. You have to understand, you may be 25 today, but one of these days you're going to be 45. And you can't be a hot chocolate girl 45 when you're 45. That's just, you can if you want to, but you know what I'm saying, right? And so I recommend that you like if you brand it, we have all the social media handles for if you brand it. Even though we're not operating on all of them, we have them all. In case one day we decide to start operating on them, we have them, okay? And then it just looks cleaner. Like if you have a business card and you put like the icons or Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, or whatever, you don't have to put all these handles. You can just put the icons because and it's telling people, oh, well, I'm gonna just be able to find them at if you brand it, or I'm just gonna be able to find them at Keenya Kelly or whatever, right? Okay. In addition to that, let's talk about other ways you could be consistent. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Other ways you can be consistent. Listen. Okay. So I'm always talking to you guys about these websites, about these graphics and things of that nature. Listen, if you're not able to get a website that's on a 10 or a graphic that's on a 10, right? You want to be your consistent 5 until you can afford to get to a 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. What do I mean by that? You don't want to have one graphic and it's a 10 and your website is a 5, right? You don't want to have a website that's a 10 and your graphics are a 5. Why? Because in between time, you're going to let people down. I'll give you an example. You're having an amazing event and it's going to be absolutely amazing, but you create a graphic that is a 5. You're telling people that your event is not going to be amazing. You know it's going to be amazing, but your graphic images or your website is telling people it's going to be subpar. You don't want to do that. If you're going to be a 5, just be a 5 all the way throughout, because otherwise you're disappointing people. Have you guys ever heard somebody hype up a restaurant or a movie or something, and when you went to it, you were like, this wasn't even all that, and you were disappointed, right? Or you went to a restaurant and get a steak or whatever, right? And the food, you just heard it was going to be absolutely amazing, and it was terrible, right? You would rather somebody tell you, oh, it's all right, and then when you get there, it's absolutely like, oh my God, it's amazing. You would rather be pleasantly surprised than let down, right? I know I would, right? Like, I don't want somebody hyping me about she's the best hairstylist in the land, and when I go to her and get my hair done, she burned my hair up. What? Nobody have time for that. Same thing goes for the business that you're building. You don't want to have this amazing graphic and then your event is bootleg. You don't want to have this amazing website and the graphics you're using is bootleg. You don't want to do that. You hear what I'm saying? My encouragement to you is, if you're not willing to really invest the money it takes to build your brand, then be a consistent 5 or a consistent 6, whatever level. Just be consistent right there. Otherwise, you made people do this, and people don't like their emotions to be inconsistent. Like, we all know, if you go to McDonald's today, you're gonna sit in the drive-thru for a minute. Somebody in that restaurant is gonna be wearing a bonnet. Somebody gonna have an attitude. Ain't nobody gonna say thank you. For the most part, it's gonna be a little bootleg. You already know. So when it's not bootleg, you're pleasantly surprised, right? Chick-fil-A, you know you're gonna have a good experience. The line may be long, but they're gonna be like, my pleasure. Your order is typically gonna be right. You're gonna have all the right sauces, right? Typically. And so you know what to expect when you go to Chick-fil-A. Now, if you go there and you have a bad experience, you're like, whoa, what happened? Now, typically you don't have a bad experience at Chick-fil-A, right? Because their brand is consistent. And so I'm saying all this to say, our goals as entrepreneurs is to make money. Our goals as entrepreneurs is to make money. But you can't make money consistently if you are inconsistent. Listen, I always say, if the shoe fits, put it on, Cinderella. So what does that mean? If I'm talking to you right now, I want you to type a 1 for me. That just lets me know that I'm talking to you, okay? Now listen, I'm not saying that you have to be perfect and your business has to be perfect. My business is not perfect, especially within the last month or so. Why? My company grew faster than we were ready for. We had to put a lot more systems in place, and then I went and served an event from Wednesday through Sunday, right? So I was away from emails, and so we're on backlog. So when I came back, I had so many emails, and most people were used to me responding within like hours of an email going out. Most people had to wait days. Most people had to wait days for me to respond to their email. Was that because our business is bootleg? No. That's because our business has grown faster than we thought, and we were away from Wednesday to Sunday. But for the most part, people know that we respond within hours, sometimes within minutes of when you send an email, right? So the grace is there because we're normally consistent. But what I'm saying to you is, are you consistent with your stuff, right? I get a lot of new clients because they say, you've been doing this thing forever. You're consistent every single day. They say, Keenya, you are on here every single day. I don't know how you do it. And I explained to them that consistency is important, that people like consistency. Like, I love it knowing that my mailman is going to have my mail in the mailbox every single day. I like consistency, right? I like the fact that I can turn on my lights and the lights are going to come on. Consistency, right? I need to know that when I go to make a phone call, that my phone is going to work, right? And that when I turn the knob for my faucet, the water's going to come out. We all like consistency. Now, I remember when I got off a live broadcast one day, the lights went out. It upset me. The lights were out for hours. I mean, hours. And I said, okay, I could either call the complex and drive up there and be mad and all that type of stuff, or I could say, okay, the lights are out because something is going on in the city. I need to be patient. And so guess what I did? I was patient in here in the dark. I had natural light, and I just worked from what I could do. Right? And so instead of me going postal, I was even killed, right? So people will understand you and your business if you're normally consistent, okay? But if you're not consistent, you are telling people that my business can't be trusted. Do you hear what I'm saying? If you are running a business and your business is not consistent, you are unconsciously telling people my business cannot be trusted. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? If you are picking up what I'm putting down, just type a 1. Maui, what's going on? Oh, sorry. I got my 2 cats. And so when they got, like, both of them are on high alert, I'm wondering what's going on. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Sorry, both of them are, like, right over there. Ears are perked. Eyes are like this. I'm like, what's going on over there? Okay. I guess one of my neighbors was coming in, but they're just like, and I'm like, what's going on? Right? Okay, anyway. That's like if I'm in the room and all of a sudden they take a run, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Normally it's a bug, and I'm like, oh, get them. Okay, so we all like consistency, okay? This is what I'm telling you. If you guys are going to be successful in your entrepreneur endeavors or in life in general, you're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to be consistent. It's like for the men that are watching, you can't stand when a woman is all over the place. She nice one day, mean the next. Nice one day, mean the next. She cooking this month and she ain't cooking again for 6 months. Don't nobody like that. Right? You used to coming home and she got food made, or ladies, you used to him washing your car and cutting the grass and all the type of stuff, and now he inconsistent. Don't nobody like that. You don't get me wrong, ain't nobody perfect. Don't nobody always want to cook. You know what I'm saying? But y'all hear what I'm saying? And so if you're finding yourself being inconsistent in your business, it's hurting you. I promise you, it's hurting you. I promise you, it's hurting you. Listen, I have experienced the hurt in my own business when we were inconsistent, when timing wasn't right, when this and this. I've experienced it, and I had to apologize time and time over again. And I finally was like, all right, we gonna have to create some better systems, or this gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a consistent problem. It's gonna make us go out of business, right? So I have like timelines: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A equals B equals C equals D, right? And we're more realistic with our timelines. Hello, Maui. Come here. You want to go on? Hold on. Y'all want to see Maui? Hold on. Come here. Come here. You the one came over here. All right. That's the 3-year-old. Hello. Y'all see Maui? Chunky monkey. Y'all say hello. Oh, God. That's Maui. Y'all see Maui? Maui, you like the lights? Lights, camera, action. Y'all see Maui? Are we done? Okay, we're done. Come on, Maui. Okay. Okay. So, Maui is consistently shady. So I appreciate her consistency. Okay. So listen, that's all I wanted to share with you guys this morning. I didn't have a long broadcast planned out for you guys today. I just wanted to share, Sean. I just wanted to share about consistency because it's either helping you or it's hurting you, right? And I would love to help you, especially in branding. CB says, is that a cat or a baby tiger? That's a cat, boo. What happened with Maui was Maui was a regular sized cat, and then I got a kitten, and excuse me, you have to feed a kitten food, and so kitten food has a lot of calcium in it, and I forgot about that, or I didn't even know about it, and Maui started eating her food, and I just didn't know about it, what was going on, and so Maui got bigger because of the calcium in the kitten food, and I was like, oh crap. So the doctor tells me in order for her to lose weight, I got to put them both on like senior diet type food. But I haven't done that yet. But I probably need to because Maui is really big. She's really big. She's really sweet, but she's really big. Okay. So anyway, for those of you guys, again, I told you guys that my branding and consulting firm, If You Brand It, we have our small business package that actually ends this Friday. This package is normally $5,000. It comes with a website, your logo, a 90-minute session with me, your social media banners, your stationery. That's normally $5,000. We discounted it for the month of March down to $1,750. You can do flat $1,750, or you can do $875 this month and $875 next month. It does expire this Friday. Now, are you going to have it again next month? No, we're not going to have it again next month. We normally make $5,000 for that package, and we're only earning $1,750, which from a business standpoint is not smart. So if you guys are interested in taking advantage of that package, you can go to slaythebrand.com, slaythebrand.com. If you want to receive if you want to receive the payment plan, just email us at sales@ifyoubrandit.com, sales@ifyoubrandit.com. CB, we don't do your hosting, because here's what happens with hosting. If we do the hosting for you, that means when you need edits, we have to edit it, and we'll charge you per edit, right? But if you have your own hosting, once we finish your website, we release it to you and you can go and make edits yourself. But most people want to host their own sites, because otherwise you have to pay us for every single edit, and it's not inexpensive, okay? Because we're an agency. I'm not the designer, so we have a whole team of people, okay? So if you have questions, you can email us at sales@ifyoubrandit.com. Again, that package does expire this Friday, which is March the 31st, okay? $1,750 for this month, and otherwise it is $5,000, okay? What do you mean? You don't want to keep building your brand? What do you mean, Nevateria? So for those of you guys, if you're looking to work with me, right, exactly. If you guys want to work with me, what you guys can do is you can go to KeenyaKelly.com, and you can either book a 15-minute free consultation, or you can do a 90-minute branding, social media, and monetization strategy session for 90 minutes. That's on there as well. And I think that's it. I've got some things to do this morning. I'm getting ready to head out this morning. But I'm here for you guys. Make sure you guys, if you want that small business package, you got to take advantage of it by Friday. It's been going on all month long. And if you guys have not already joined our private Facebook group, it's like 1,400 of us inside of this private Facebook group where we talk all things business and branding. All you have to do is go to ifyoubranditgang.org, ifyoubranditgang.org, okay? And you can join our private Facebook group. But that's it, you guys. I may come back on later on tonight. I've just got a lot of things going on today. I have finally got my emails down to I think that I woke up this morning and it's at 6. It was at a lot prior to today. So I'm doing really good to be at 6. Okay, so that's it. Again, slaythebrand.com for the package. Sales@ifyoubrandit.com. if you have questions, and ifyoubrandedgang.org to join a private Facebook group. Yep, I got your message, Nefertaria. Your message requires a little extra. I have to actually print, sign, and fax. So I'll get that to you a little later on today. But yep, I got it. All right, so that's it, you guys, for the day. Don't forget, slaythebrand.com for the package. Join our private Facebook group at ifyoubrandedgang.org. And don't forget, if you brand it, they will come. If you brand it, they will come. So God bless you guys. Have a fantastic Wednesday, and I may see you guys later on tonight. Bye.